From ABC 7, this is Midday Live.
Go, bro.
Some very intense surveillance video clearly shows a violent encounter between a couple of robbers and an East Bay grocery clerk. By the time it was all over, one of the robbers was dead and the clerk was bleeding from the head. Good morning, I'm Reggie Akey.
And I'm Liz Kreutz. Thanks for joining us here. This all happened around midnight in Bay Point. ABC 7 News reporter Amy Hollyfield just spoke to the clerk involved in the shooting. Amy, what did he tell you?
He is out of the hospital. He is okay. He is here. He's 56 years old. He served in the Air Force in the 80s, but he says this is the scariest thing that has ever happened to him. In the surveillance video, you can see the armed man hit and knock down the clerk at Cam's Market in Bay Point and then go for the cash in the drawer. Mark Kastrowitz is the clerk and later watched this dramatic video.
I was really in shock when I seen the video. I didn't really get the how serious it was till I actually seen it.
The owner of the store says another attack was happening off camera.
There were two guys. One was holding on onto my other employee in the back with a gun. And one came around here, tried to rob us. Mark goes down, but he isn't down for good. Watch as he creeps back up, gets pushed but doesn't give up, and then grabs for the store's gun.
I don't know if it was fear and adrenaline kicked in together, but I kind of, tried to protect myself a little. He forced me onto the ground and held me down.
That's when the situation escalates. The intruder starts hitting Mark and the gun goes off. The robber starts to run and then you hear another shot. Mark shooting the robber, who later collapsed and died. The second man got away. Mark has 12 staples in his head and he says he hasn't thought too much about the man who died.
Sure, he's deceased now, but then again, I'm lucky to be alive. I'm lucky my coworker's alive.
Now look at this sign here above the counter. It was just meant kind of as a funny sign. No trespassers, violators will be shot, survivors will be shot again. Now it's very ironic. The owner bought it from an old Blockbuster that was going out of business. Now he kind of says, well, I guess we warned them. It's back to Mark. He says he's ready to return to work as soon as the owner will let him. He says he is not going to let this scare him. Reporting live from Bay Point, Amy Hollyfield, ABC 7 News.
This is quite a story. Okay, Amy, thank you. And new overnight,